Okay, guys, so I'm going to do another video. So I want to say this. I'm going to show this one. This is another video talking about, how, CNN shouldn't have aired the captor. I'm going to say that. I did put on fatigues. I've never served. Okay. Dad did. I'm cold, for one. But Dad's like, get on that. You know what I'm saying? I hear his spirit, like, because he does, it's one thing to talk crap about women. Okay, but it's another thing. Let's say this. AOC Alexander Cortez, she is educated. Okay, so let's before I talked about her, okay, because a lot of people have been very disgusting in their attacks of this woman. She's younger, she's educated. So let's break it down, guys. First of all, Alexander Cortez, AOC, education. Okay, so let's break it down. Okay, so Alexander Cortez or Ocasio-Cortez attended Boston.
According to Wikipedia, Ocasio-Cortez attended Boston University, where she double majored in international relations and economics, graduating cum laude. She was previously an activist and worked as a waitress and bartender before running for Congress in 2018.
Okay, so let me say that again. Google said it. She attended Boston University, so that's a pretty good college. She double majored in international relations and economics, graduated cum laude. You have to be pretty smart to do that. She was previously an activist and worked as a waitress and bartender. So, she worked hard to put herself through college before running for Congress in 2018. Okay. So, she's very educated. Cum laude is pretty good. Boston University. International relations and economics. I bet that's hard. Okay. Economics I found hard in high school. Can you imagine in college? That's, she graduated with degrees, and she worked hard. Have you ever gone to college and you're trying to do your stuff and, working, bartender or waitress? So people have made fun of her. They say she's stupid and all kinds of stuff. Well, she's not. She's educated. And then people even without degrees come after her and say she's stupid. Oh, you're dumb. And then also working hard as a bartender or waitress, and then going to college and earning, a couple of degrees. We would say, wow, that's what America's about. I worked hard, I came up and, got some degrees and then I got in Congress. That's something to be proud of, not to be mocked. Okay, somebody that just worked hard. She didn't come from a super rich family and it was all, she worked hard. Okay, so she's not, daddy's money, and all that stuff. Okay, she worked hard as a bartender and a waitress. America, have you had to work hard maybe when you were in college? Did you take a part-time job, do things? I was able to finish college with 2 kids. It got hard. So I'm not going to sit here and say I'm, got a degree. I will be honest. I don't. That's okay. But I did, do some college, whatever. That's okay. Come after me if all you want. Who cares? I don't really care. But I do care about this. She is educated. She clearly, and she graduated cum laude, which means she got good grades. Okay. So, and then also that's America. She worked hard, she didn't have, she didn't come from a bunch of money and all that stuff. You think that'd be something you would admire. But yet, some of you that work hard and are busting your ass, you're sitting there and you're coming after this, but you want to support people who maybe had rich families and all that stuff, or even are corrupt. Okay, but then you attack that. That's really shitty. And then she's a young woman and she has had to deal with horrible attacks, even threats on her life. Okay, but she's still standing and she still goes. And yes, she was there at the insurrection and, when everybody's hiding, trying to save themselves. And then people are calling in, looking for her. So, my dad's like, that's disgusting, But, just like you might want to watch Images of God, she is one too, but there's a lot of people who are going to have things in their cloud, and there's going to be a lot that have really gross things about AOC. I know a lot of people have said horrible things about her. There's going to be judgment for that too. Really about anybody. And like I said, we've all said and done things that we're not proud of. But the attacks on her are horrible. She's trying to help America. She understands at the core what Americans go through. She didn't come from a whole lot of money. you know, and she put herself through college and she got really good grades. And then people who don't even have degrees or whatever, you bought into lies, and they're attacking, call her stupid and all this stuff. And it's because a man, turns you against her. Now, why do you think there are people who, want you to turn against her? Let me tell you why. Why do you think they attack her so hard? Why do you think everybody all gangs up on her? You know why? Because no one owns her. That's why. No one owns her. And that's got to be very hard to be sitting there among, people that are, owned. And I'm not saying she doesn't get, some lobby, everybody does, but she's, nobody owns her. Okay, a brass tacks, that's what it is. So, all these people that are owned and they got all this stuff and their money in the pockets, that one's not. Okay, and that should be somebody you listen to, is one that's, it's not, money in the pockets and all that stuff. She's not, nobody owns her. That's what it comes down to, like a boss. My dad in 2 wars, and he's a Republican. He was a Republican. I wish I could sit down with him and talk about some things, but he still says no one owns her. That's why they come after her. And that's why they want to get you, America, to come after her. Somebody who worked hard to go through college and who is educated, and make you think, oh, she's stupid, oh, she's this, that, oh, she's not owned. Okay, she's not. Nobody owns her. And that's why, they know that. She can't be bought. Okay, I'm sure maybe people are talking, no, she can't be bought. That's the reason why. Okay, so, when people are turning on her, well, she can't be bought. Now, I'm not saying you have to agree with everything she says, okay? And I would have to look at every single thing, save the planet, those are good things to me. But yes, the sun, which is about really, innocence, okay? It can be purity and stuff. And we could also see that even Jesus revolution, but, she's a bright, shining light. She's not corrupt. Oh, there, the sun. She's not corrupt. Okay, she's a bright sun. She's not corrupted. Okay, Jesus knows that. I'm not saying she's perfect, but she's not corrupt. The card shows it. Sun. It's about purity. It's about innocence. Bingo. And then you could say, oh, you saw me pull it from the deck. Come on. Okay, so, like a boss, let's do it. That's why. So they want to turn you, because when she makes decisions, it's not because somebody put money in her pocket. She's actually trying to do the right thing. Yeah, like a boss, it's coming. But yeah, what's in your cloud? The disgusting attacks that people have done and things like that. Jesus sees through your eyes because he's inside and knows that. And, there's going to be a judgment. Okay, but so let's learn. But you get a chance if you see this before, oop, here comes, because I feel Jesus wants everybody to wake up. Okay, but that's the reason, guys. Brass tacks. Let's clear the illusion of all these things that they say and they try to do. You saw the sun card. She's not corrupt. Okay, there's a lot of corruption, and you should be sick of it, and you should not want it. Okay, and that's why, I understand Americans, you're frustrated. I'm not rich. Oh shit, I'm broke right now. Trying to purify and all this stuff to talk to you. I'll figure it out. I'll get by. I'm not a rich person. I'm not, the only one. I'm just, trying to wake you up. What's my intent behind that? Well, I've been, dad in 2 wars, as far as I'm concerned, somewhere in the infinite, he said, take me, and there's that. Yeah, that's it. That's why I'm very passionate. And then also my student nearly going down. Oh, that upset me. America made a mistake letting an app in that's harmful and that's darkness. And I'm like, let me word of God some things. Let me speak up about some things. Let's get it done. I've been reading about, because I'm passionate about a lot of things, George Floyd is the reason I began. Okay, I was, nope, I've had the channel for a while. You could check the date, but I went, let's start reading on YouTube. Because, my children are black. That's it. And if some of you are racist, well, Jesus, poop, you better watch my images of God. Okay? So, but she's not bought. That's what it is. That's really what it is. The sun card shows it. She's not corrupt. She's trying to do the right thing. Okay, so I got the military fatigues because Dad was in 2 wars. I never served. I admire anybody who does. I have a friend, Paula, who is serving right now. Okay, she's active, and I have a friend who is not at the moment, but did. Okay, 2 military women. Okay, that are friends at my church. Okay, and they're also Art of War. I bet. Yep. Here we go. So let's. But what the reason why I'm coming on is one that. But two, also, let's listen to her, and for those who want to, you want to still believe the lie, let's wake up, okay? Let's give it a chance. Let's listen to her for a minute, okay? It's about the captor and the town hall. And what I'm trying to tell you guys is, let's take the eyes off the captor. He's going to jail no matter what. I promise you. I've been reading for a long time. He's going to go to jail. It's time. Pink Floyd said, time, it's done. Let's get on the right side of things. Let's have a nice Age of Aquarius. So anyway, but yes, eyes off the captor is what, just let him go to jail, and let's stop supporting it, and let's start, voting for better things in the world, okay? Because there's definitely a call. We can do better. We can be better. You really want to make America? Let's just get rid of the whole thing. Let's just be better people, and let's fix things that are very broken. Okay, we have one thing. Jesus is like, it's getting done whether you want it or not. But there's a lot of people who are like, we're up, and let's start speaking on things. Okay, there's just some things are just common sense, golden rule. Okay, but that's the reason why the Sun card I pulled, that she's not corrupt. Okay, so maybe we should listen to people that aren't corrupt and aren't voting a certain way because they're getting money in their pockets from people who are rich. You know what I'm saying? Are rich people, that want things to vote a certain way that, regular Americans that are busting their ass and working hard, that it doesn't benefit them. It actually makes their life worse. Okay? I feel for you. Like there are people, oh shit, how do I pay the bills? How do I pay the mortgage? Okay? How do I put food in the fridge? I got kids to feed. Shit, it's hard. Okay, my job's giving me hell. I got medical needs. I understand you. Insurance is expensive. Car insurance. I got health insurance. I got, the 401k. All this. Okay, Well, and then, church and everything. Church has got you looking, when's he going to come to save the day? Oh, he's inside you. Let's do it. That's the point. That's what Floyd's saying. That's the Jesus Revolution. But you're going to see he owns the internet and all that stuff, or is it Michael Jackson or Christian? Well, you're going to find out. And that's why I'm trying to help with that. And a lot of light workers are up. Okay, get some messages, And how am I going to pay my rent? This month I'm short on rent. I understand some of you are. I'm one of those. But, one of the reasons I could have stayed with the brick and mortar job, paid my rent, and, and then I would have, done these videos. But I was like, that's 1984, it's done. And, then my student, oh no, she could have went over. No. And let me focus on some things for a minute. My teacher's like, you got to get a job. I figured out a way, it's cool. He's right, but he knows I'm passionate. I'm like, help me, screaming at him just yesterday. And then it's like, and then Jesus is like, boo, 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 screaming, while I'm screaming, help me, and Jesus is like, boo, I guess. But anyway, it's, because, I'm passionate about some things. I know, and I know a lot more about the TikTok app than a lot of people, and it frustrates me because I know the East. It's a lot. But Ashley, she's good. For the most part, and I let her know I'm going to start speaking on these issues because of what almost happened to you. I'm done. I'm your teacher. I'm your it man. Period. But even my dad, there's that. Okay, and just pay the bills. Yeah, I'll get it done. I'll figure it out. I'm resourceful. I'm a Capricorn. But I know some people. I just read for somebody yesterday. This is, I guess I'll just share it, I'm going to leave off the name, but, she got bit by a black widow spider, and then she's right now without a home, and she's all worried, and I did a reading for her, but I let her know, hey, you survived that black spider, okay, the black widow spider, and, even though, you don't have a home at the moment, I said a lot of light people are going through this right now. They're like, oh, God, I'm new, but I said, you got your soul, and you're strong, you're going to make it. Promise, God's got you. Okay, so, she may be without a home, but she survived that black widow spider. Will you survive a spider? You know what I'm saying. That which wants to take you down. So some people that are really struggling, real hard, do they still have their soul and all that stuff? Okay, and stuff. I know that the tests are hard, especially on the light workers and on her and a lot of light people that I care about in my group and stuff like that. And that's why I'm trying to, get them. I got you and stuff. And I don't, I'm trying. I want to spare the politics, but I post my YouTubes. But I did let them know the images of God. Watch this one, guys. At least watch this. You don't have to worry about the politics. Let me worry about that. But watch this one. Okay. So, but anyway, we're going to watch AOC, for those. And listen to what she said, because we need to get eyes off the captor. She's right. Okay. And, I'm going to put eyes on her because, we need to listen. But yeah, that's what it is, guys. Do you want bought and paid for people and keep electing? Why do you keep insanity is doing the same thing over and over, expecting a different result? You want change, you want a better life, but you keep voting for people who don't want you to have a better life. They just want to line their pockets. Let's stop. Okay, so let's listen to her. Let's give her a chance. Let's listen to a woman who is educated, probably smarter than, she's smarter than me even. I mean, as far as educated, but, I guess I got common sense. Let's give her a chance. Just listen to her. She's talking about eyes off the captor and CNN. A lot of you don't like CNN, right? Why? I'm not a fan either. Okay, let's listen.
I would be doing my job if I did not say that. And what we saw tonight was a series of extremely irresponsible decisions that put a sexual abuse victim at risk, that put that person at risk in front of a national audience, and I could not have disagreed with it more. It was shameful.
Representative Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez is pretty viciously criticizing CNN and its decision to host Donald Trump in a town hall. Now, that took place just one day after Trump was found guilty in a civil case involving the sexual assault of E. Jean Carroll, a writer, and the defamation of her after the fact. Now, there are criticisms coming at CNN, both internally and externally. For instance, CNN's own Oliver Darcy wrote about the internal criticisms, and I want to get to that. But before I do, Cenk.
Yeah, so look, I couldn't disagree more with AOC there. I think that it's a totally wrong-headed way to go. Guys, on the left, we should not be worried about other people speaking. We should speak and defeat their ideas, okay?
I understand what he's saying, but no.
Anyway,
I wish they would have showed her more shit. Okay. Well, you're drowning her out. Shit, forget it. Okay, damn it. Oh, fuck, where is she at? Okay, that's very irritating. No, she's right. She's right. Let me see if I can find it. I like Young Turks normally, but come on. Okay, there we go. Listen, there, MSNBC, they got the peacock. Let's listen to her. No, I disagree. I like you guys, Young Turks, I do. But no, we got to stop. Eyes on the captor is not healthy. It's not healthy, and she's right. I found MSNBC. Let's see if they do better. No offense, Young Turks, I'll still listen to you. It's okay. We'll just, it's not even going to be we'll agree to disagree. I completely disagree with that. We got to he'll fizzle out if we stop giving him attention. Okay, but let's give attention to AOC, and you guys, you everybody attack, you got ugly memes, it's going to be in your cloud. Stop.
Tonight, former president and current presidential candidate Donald Trump answered questions about the verdict that found him liable for sexual abuse and the defamation of writer E. Jean Carroll. CNN's Caitlin Collins asked Trump whether he believes the verdict will deter women from voting for him. Trump said no, and then interrupted himself to share something truly stomach-turning.
Give a minute. It's okay, yucky,
what
but...
Kind of a woman meets somebody and
don't worry, give AOC a
minute.
minute. Black.
Playing hanky-panky in a dressing room.
Cover his face.
They found that you sexually abused her.
What? Say what they did. They said he didn't rape her. And
they didn't,
I didn't do
You're
anything
done.
else either. You know what?
You're
Because I
done.
have no idea who the hell she is.
But Mr. President, can I ask you, given your recounting,
I'm just going to shield you from the captain's
Mr. President,
face.
can I ask you
It's
because
just gibberish.
I have no idea who this woman. This
Yeah,
is
it's
a
just
fake
gibberish.
story. I have no idea who the hell. She's a
Mr.
whack
President,
job.
you did not. In the
gibberish.
hours since he
People
was
laugh.
found liable
People
for
laugh.
sexual abuse and defamation, Trump has not missed a chance to deny any of this. He's even used the same sort of language that prompted this defamation case. He still claims he doesn't know E. Jean Carroll. He is still claiming her that she is a liar, and the case against him is a witch hunt. And he did that all tonight, too, as a presidential candidate. And he did it in front of a room of Republican voters
Should have done it.
who laughed.
Disgusting.
Joining us now is Democratic New York Congresswoman Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez. Congresswoman Ocasio-Cortez, it's a real honor to her and a pleasure to have you here tonight. I'm sorry that this is what we have to be talking about.
People laughed.
Yesterday, when that verdict was read, I think a lot of people felt like there was real progress in American society for victims of sexual assault. Today, listening to the howls of laughter as the former president of the United States made fun of a woman that he was found criminally liable for sexually assaulting, to howls of laughter. In the room, it felt like something far worse than backsliding or regression. I'm not sure what to call it. I wonder what you make of where we are as a culture.
Well, I think even yesterday what we saw was the profound courage and sacrifice that a survivor like E. Jean Carroll makes, and survivors across the country make, many who often go unrecognized in the courageous act of
if you're a woman
coming forward to tell their story of an assault. And I think what we saw tonight is a continued demonstration of the sacrifice that women and survivors of sexual abuse across the country of all genders experience, and the sacrifices that they make in order to come forward and challenge power. And what we also saw tonight was the consequence of doing that. They sacrificed their anonymity, they sacrificed their safety, and they sacrifice all of this because we continue to live in a society where an overwhelming amount of structures allow this abuse to happen and find it permissible. I know you said earlier that you will not comment on the platforming of such atrocious disinformation, but I would. I think it was a profoundly irresponsible decision. I don't think that I would be doing my job if I did not say that. And what we saw tonight was a series of extremely irresponsible decisions that put a sexual abuse victim at risk, that put that person at risk in front of a national audience, and I could not have disagreed with it more.
Yep, that's good enough. Let's talk about it. I mean, there is I would love to give her more, but you can watch the rest. Absolutely. And that's why CNN, there's judgment. Okay, there's judgment on that. You aired it, and the woman, suffered, but then people howling laughter. How do you think that woman feels? Now, I did my reading. If you look at the little car chase Trump, and I have a little dance, a shakedown, yeah. But, in serious finally goes down, right? Yeah. But obviously, what happened to the woman, I did pull a card for that. She's telling the truth. Yeah, I'll bet my life on it. Yeah. 10 of Wands, it's hard to carry that burden for years. And there are women who may never speak out, or it takes them years, and they got reasons for it. She was afraid, intimidated, because he's all in power and all that stuff. You know what I'm saying? But something finally said, it's not easy. Okay, for any woman who has suffered. Come on, women. There's got to be some women who have gone through something. There's a lot. It's the stats are huge. Maybe you were in college or whatever. There's a lot. And and then people laugh. Well, you won't be laughing soon. Okay. There's judgment. Okay. Those, we will be remembered for things like that. It's not funny. And even AOC, the attacks on her, yes, attacks like, woof, that have been put on her, even, threatening her life and all kinds of stuff is horrible. Okay. And now this woman, that was there, and people laughed. And then, she was probably, I'm sure, fearful of her life, but she still spoke out. That takes courage. Okay. Because, as he has, his base, and he's going to mock her and all kinds of stuff, and they're going to laugh. Okay. You won't be laughing. When, with certain things, people will be remembered for that. When you got to face your maker, Father God is a scary one. You got Jesus who's like, I'm trying to save you. Ooh, Father God, we got to face. Oh, you'll be remembered for those laughs. Those that laughed at that. and stuff like that, because those people probably think, oh, it's funny, and maybe they go to church on Sunday, but they laughed that day. You'll be, and they don't ask for forgiveness. They justify why they're in the right to laugh, and then they got to face the music. Okay. People, let's, and what I'm trying to say to you, and I know other light workers are going to get out there and try to say to you guys, what do you want to be remembered for? If you had to stand before Father God, Republicans, okay, if you had to stand before, and boy, oh, I remembered when you laughed, okay, I saw it, okay, or those that, oh, those things, okay, I don't know. Do people, think, that's why I sometimes wonder, people, if they say they're Christian, do you really believe, when you do things like this? Like say, you post gross memes of AOC, or, you say really horrible things. That's someone's daughter. How would you, what if that was your daughter? Oh, I'm so proud of her. She's, oh my God. And then everybody's, think about that. How would you like, well, say your daughter, she worked hard, she put herself through college, and then, oh, here comes the attacks. How would you feel? Some of you as a father, how would you feel if AOC was, your daughter and she was being attacked the way she is? How would you feel? You'd want to defend that, right? You'd want to, oh, let me go, that's how Father God feels. Oh, you're coming out, yeah. Okay. And, but that woman, I don't know, men, you got to be a woman to understand. I guess maybe there are some things you just can't. I think Jesus does, but it wasn't easy, and there are reasons why women sometimes don't ever speak, or maybe they speak years later. There is reasons. It's hard, and going up against somebody who has a lot of power takes a lot of courage. Okay, and like I said, I pulled the card. She was telling the truth. He's made statements. Let's grab him by the, I can just kiss him when I want. They'll, and you voted for him. Those who voted for him after you heard that snip, I wonder why, especially if you heard that and, oh, let me vote for that. And, oh, let me go to church and let me open that Bible and let me sing hymns, to Jesus, and let me, wow, okay. Like I said, so we're all not perfect. We've all probably laughed at something we shouldn't. I do it, I've done it, and I've clowned him, yeah, but I do it to try to show the ridiculousness. Why would you, I mean, Stormy, I just, and then because sometimes I sit there and I go, why do they not see? And like I said, people believe what they want to believe. You may want to watch my Bruce thing. I mean, I know why there's something in you. And I understand the power of ego and weird things. And I know, I get it. But, this, laughs will be remembered, and, things and stuff like that. And poor AOC, it's got to be a hard job, to go in there when, there are people even in Congress that, want to take her down and all that stuff. Okay. But she's not owned. That's why they're so incredibly hard on her. That's really what it is. Oh, I can't buy that. Oh, I can't, and she's young and she's doing her best. That's the American story. She worked as a bartender and a waitress, and you mock that, which is, I try to understand, the logic, why you would mock somebody who put themselves through college and graduated like that. I just don't understand. So it's okay. As I say that, guys, let's just, let's be better. Okay, let's be better people. Okay, I really hope you are. Okay, it's tough stuff. It's disappointing that, it's 2023, and I know there are women out there suffering. Somebody might be going through something right this minute. Let's put it that way. And, and I want to say women have come a long way, and they're still struggling, with these things. I know that, even in the story, Genesis, put enmity between man and woman. That was the curse, okay, between man and woman, and it's all messed up. And then Jesus is like, poop, he's born to fix it. Okay, so, men, laughing, at that. Well, that's part of the, sadly, the thing that happens in the garden. Okay, let's fix this. Okay, let's stop attacking, AOC, and we got to stop. Okay, let's just get it done. Okay, I mean, I just, I want a better world. I know a lot of you do, but the only way we're going to get a better world is to be better people. Okay, you laugh at a comedy, and I know sometimes, sometimes we had to laugh at the stupidity of Trump at sometimes. But sometimes, we've done that. Oh God, I can't. But now, the thing has come up. Okay, it's time to take eyes off the captor, and that's what she's saying is, it was irresponsible to air it. This is a big wake up call. Even that message is coming out. Brian Tyler Cohen said it too. Stop giving him airtime. Okay, you don't want him for president. Stop giving him airtime, CNN. Okay, and everybody, let's, we got to stop giving. Let's put attention on nice things. If everybody wants Jesus, then focus on Jesus things. There's a lot of nice YouTubes. I like meditation videos. Put one of those on. Let's look at some things. But I want to show you her. She said some things that made absolute sense for women. If you're a woman, you should listen to that and go, she's right. No matter whether you're Republican or Democrat, you know what? I mean, whether you're Republican or Democrat woman, you don't like women, going down like that, by a man of power. And then, all right. But yeah, I mean, that's what it comes down to. People want to turn against AOC because she's not bad. Okay. That's why they give her such a hard time. That's darkness. Okay. I know she's a young person, and it's, can you imagine, you go and work every day and it's scary and stuff. I just hope she's safe, and I'm going to pray that Jesus keeps her safe. How about that? Okay. So as I say that, my friends, boop, and I pray, that we're all safe and we all wake up and we just, let's get it done. Okay. Let's get it done. Let's be better people. And, there's a lot of nice things. How about watch that Jesus Revolution movie? I still need my son to hook it up on the DVD, I think. But, if it's not hooked up, then I'll freaking buy it on Amazon tomorrow. I mean, gee, I know he's had a lot of stuff going on. He had to go to a celebration of life because one of his friends, sadly, shot himself. That's disturbing. And that happens here. It happened in America. He had mental issues. Okay. Yeah, that's why my son couldn't come over this weekend. He went to that. That's, that I talk about that in a video. It's got a Pink Floyd logo on it. You may want to watch that. I said why he hasn't been able to come over. And I said, son, I understand. I'll see you when I can. Okay. I like a better world. All right, friends. Have a good night. And I'm going to, get some sleep, I guess.